It's good to have you back. Let's give you this now. Teaching is one of the most important professions, but it seems it's become quite undesirable among young people. But to understand why young job seekers are not pursuing teaching, online professional learning community Zibuza.net surveyed teachers in its network, and we discussed these findings with their founder, Malcolm Mooi. Mr. Mooi, thank you so much for your time and welcome to the South African Morning. This is concerning. There is already a shortage of teachers, but it seems that young professionals, according to your survey, are also finding the profession equally undesirable. Why is that so?
So when we spoke to young people, we wanted to get an understanding as to why they were not pursuing teacher qualifications. And, the findings that we looked at was primarily around the negative public perception of teachers. Teachers that we spoke to that are currently in the profession said that they don't feel valued by the society. And then also the profession is wrongly regarded as one for people who are not smart enough to study different causes. So, that was a very interesting thing that that was unexpected in the survey we did. We also, when we spoke to younger teachers, we found that they had a reluctance to go into teaching because of the low wages. Again, the negative stereotypes about their career path, and also the difficulty in finding teacher placements. The Department of Basic Education has reported that there are 24,000 vacant teacher posts currently.
Right. And with that being said, it seems like there are factors, obviously we've seen in the media, we've seen from government, that are alienating current teachers. That surely is not looking attractive for prospective teachers. When they look at what current teachers are going through, it seems it's not attractive enough.
Yes, definitely not attractive enough. But interestingly, coming out of the survey was that current teachers, up to 70% of them said that if they could go back and become, go into the profession of teaching, they would do so. And only a small percentage actually found that they discourage teachers from going into the profession.
I want to touch on then what needs to be done, because we have so many young people depending on these teachers, Malcolm, I'm sure you would agree, to come into the system, to educate them, the syllabus continuously changing, times continuously changing. What do you think that needs to be done to make this sort of sector more attractive to young professionals?
So one of the interesting things that have come out in recent months is a government initiative, which was the Basic Education Employment Initiative. Now, this initiative created just over 319,000 jobs. It's the biggest employment drive by government in our history. So that's quite positive in a sense that government has recognized the need to support our teachers, especially during these tough times of COVID. And I believe that that program is also going to be continued now into a second phase. So we have to commend government for both the investment that they're making, but also them taking action in terms of fulfilling that need, in terms of applying teaching assistance as well as general assistance in schools across all provinces. Personally, working with teachers on a daily basis, I think we need a concerted effort to clear up the negative perceptions around teaching, and also to give teachers the support they need. I think as a society, we need to have important conversations around, the value, and also discuss the roles that teachers play in our society, because I think that could be something small. It doesn't cost a cent, but it could make a difference in whether teachers stay or leave the profession.
Absolutely. And as you talk about the role of teachers, you remind me of how the spotlight again was on teachers, even with the issue and the unfortunate incident of, Tumelo Mothotoane in Limpopo, who unfortunately committed suicide, because then the question was, where were the teachers? What were they doing? So it seems that it's not just only about being an educator. You also have other roles that you play around that, and that support definitely is needed there.
Correct.
All right, Malcolm, we'll leave it there, but thank you so much for highlighting this issue for us. Zibuza.net is founder. That's Mr. Malcolm Mooi, giving us more just a heads up in terms of where young professionals are, according to their survey, in terms of what they think about teaching as a sector.